You gotta wait till he starts rapping. Keep it up.
I'm gonna start rapping. You gotta mouth it. We don't want to hear you.
Oh yeah.
All right. I can't win.
I love that. Got me really pumped up. Marky Mark's gonna come after us for royalties. Like
Wow, I
everyone
got
else.
another notification yesterday.
Yeah, well, it doesn't do anything to your account. You just can't run ads with it. But you don't. But you don't have enough subscribers on your page to run ads yet. So it wouldn't really affect you in any way.
No, because you're a nobody. So it's
Caryn, how do I put it this way? As long as Jay Papasan thinks that you're my assistant, you're not gonna get very far in life.
Look what I made today. Look what I made today. A banner.
We want to see who is here. In order to do that, go to StreamYard.com/Facebook, allowing your name to show up. Yeah, like for reals, like, but listen,
Yeah, whoever just did this, I love you, but attach StreamYard.
Right. Like, have you ever heard the joke, if you ever want a realtor to know something really important? No. Wait, how does it go? Oh, I forget how it goes.
Okay, anyway.
I always screw up that joke.
Your wife is home.
If you don't want a realtor to know something, put it in writing.
Oh, all right, great. Your wife
You know what? I'm sick and tired of this.
You were crabby yesterday too.
Yesterday? Why?
Yeah, you were a little bit crabby. We talked on the phone.
Oh, I wasn't any crabbier than normal. It wasn't like an extra crabby day. It was pretty much an on par day. It was pretty much an on par crabbiness.
I almost made a checklist of everything I did yesterday because it was insane. My workday, like,
tell me about it.
I mean, where do I start? Like, insane. Just
was it insane in the membrane? Insane, got no brain.
It was so busy. And then I thought I was done for the day, and I talked to Linda, my partner in crime, and said, I'm done. And then Grace Schiffman texted me and said, you're on in a few minutes at 7:00. I'm like, crap, but I accepted on a different calendar. Have you ever moved calendars from one to the other before?
No, I have, when you, like, I have multiple Gmail accounts. So sometimes, yeah, like I'll add something to another Gmail account that doesn't have my normal calendar, and that'll screw me all up. But yeah.
Stop moving stuff around. I can hear everything.
I was starting a watch party for our show so people can watch it.
Well, they can watch it anyway because we're live.
Yeah, I know, but you don't put anything in the description. You don't say we're live with MYRA Oliver. It just goes live with the generic StreamYard.
I'll fix that.
So people people might not know it's like a new episode. By the way, I want to thank Jessie.
Jessie, we don't have a shirt.
Hold on. Jessie Newquist. By the way, her full name, Jessie Button Newquist. Like, Button is her maiden name. And I'm going to call her Jessie Button.
She's so cute as a
button.
Is
she cute as a button? If you guys were watching her a few weeks ago, she revealed the Command Your Morning shirt that she made. This is my logo, and then she made this one of Caryn, and she sent it to us in the mail. How awesome is this shirt?
I don't have a shirt, but I did get a new thumb mouse, which this is funny. If anyone has ever seen a mouse like this, I get carpal tunnel, and my other mouse, like, I don't know, I probably got food in it, so it wouldn't roll anymore. But my new mouse came yesterday, which is the most expensive mouse I've ever well, I didn't buy it. My market center did because it's at my job. But don't tell my MCA because she would, Nick, we're really profitable, right? We profit shared $90,000 last month. Okay. You know how seriously I take this stuff. Well, my MCA takes it and my finance committee, my ALC takes it even like more serious. We've had a fridge. I've been at this market center for just over 5 years. Okay. This is something our guests would do too. I have never had an ice machine. It has an ice machine. It has never worked. All I've wanted is ice in my market center for 5 years. And they said, no, we don't need it. So then we'd be like, who's bringing in ice? Who's doing it? We'd make cubes, but COVID, that's weird. I've been struggling, dying to get ice. So finally, last Friday, I got a refrigerator. And Julie says, well, we can get it fixed. The ice machine, we can call somebody. I'm like, I've earned ice. I've earned to have ice. So today I got to go get ice in my fridge. It was so exciting. And then I said, not only am I buying a fridge, I'm buying a dishwasher too.
Well, you got to run that ice machine by the ALC, right? You know that.
Well, it's within budget. It is no other way. That is why we're so profitable. Because my finance committee, stop hitting stuff. Finance committee is.
I'm not hitting stuff, Caryn. I just had my hands on my desk.
You can hear Nick and all his movement. Post a comment.
No, what are you hearing? Because I watch the playbacks. I don't hear what you hear. So, I don't know what you're talking about.
Nick, do this all day.
No, I don't think so because I listen to the playback and
Thanks, Jungles. So finally I got a fridge. But
you know what? If you think that Caryn treats me really badly on this show, give a whole bunch of mad faces.
You just told me that I would never make it in YouTube.
I didn't say that. I did not say that at all. You are now gaslighting me. What I said was you don't have enough subscribers to run ads.
Why don't you?
And so when you get to 1,000 subscribers, 3,000 subscribers, then you can run ads. I didn't say that you won't make it in YouTube.
You basically called me a failure.
I mean, listen, if that's what you took from it, then there's a 12-step program I need to recommend to you.
All right. You want to look at this though?
And John Letourneau is not my friend anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, he's been on our show, so that's nice. All right. So
John, what's up, dude? I thought we were boys.
Yeah. Well, it is love. Anyway, don't you know I have OCD?
There was something I wanted to tell you, but I can't remember now because we were talking about ice for 20 minutes. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember what I was going to tell you. Shoot. So Anne got back yesterday. She went to New Jersey for her grandmother's funeral, and I was here with the boys. And I'm proud to say that only one of us lost a limb. It was an amazing.
Was it the turtles? I don't know. Who was it?
We don't have a turtle. We have a gecko.
I know.
Only one eye popped out and only one limb fell off. So that is a successful few days without my wife around. So
I think you're pretty much. You said they were great all weekend. That they did.
You know what? It's interesting. They were angels. I'm not just saying that. They were perfect. They were so good. I had it so easy. My wife gets so mad. She's but she gets mad, but then at the same time she doesn't get mad because she's like, I'd rather go away and be focused on what I'm doing when I'm not here. Since the boys, but I also make it a point, not to call her with things that I might need or things that I'm, I can't find something.
Right. Yeah. You don't play helpless father.
Right. If I can't find their clothes, if I can't find clean underwear, they'll just wear the same underwear for a week. I won't even. I'm kidding, guys.
They're wearing the same clothes all the time, so that would be obvious if that's what they do.
Well, my son Levi refuses to wear pants. He only wants to wear shorts all the time.
Yeah.
He will not wear pants. I think it's something to do. Do you remember when you were in grade school and it'd be snowing? And then there'd be these kids that thought they were so cool that they would walk to school with t-shirts, short sleeve t-shirts and shorts. And they're like, I'm not cold. I'm not cold. What are you too cool for a jacket?
That was me.
Was Gus.
I used to wear shorts all the time.
You want to say hi, Gussie? Come here.
Hi, Gus. It's Crazy Aunt Caryn again. Hi,
look, it's Crazy Aunt Caryn. Okay,
Hi,
go
good to see you. Okay, listen, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and bring our guest on because you know why? I met this woman at the state of Texas for some reason. I was on the professional standards committee for the state of Texas. I don't know how or why, but actually I have training again today for Illinois. I don't know why they let me back. And I walked in and I met her at the Collin County Board of Realtors, and I'll never forget it, in probably 2010. And I talk like her all the time.
Oh!
Myra Oliver, Myra Oliver. You right now, girl.
Oh, there we go.
Get on here. My God, people are going to think I'm crazy until they hear you talk. Who are you?
Hey, well, I'm excited to be here with you guys today. Thank you so much for having me. And wow, Caryn, has it been 10 years?
I don't know, but you're like, girl, you're with KW. I'm with KW too, girl.
Yeah, I guess
I'm in Texas. I'm a team leader in Denton, Texas. And it was through Myra Oliver that I met Jimmy and Linda McKissick.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's Lordy mercy, 10 years. Time is flying, isn't it? And you and I, we're getting younger. What happened?
Yeah. How are we so hot?
That KW thing, it's working. It's working for us. So
what do you do, Myra? Myra, what do you do?
What do I do? Mm-hmm. What do I not do?
That's
would be a better question, right? So it's great to be here. I'm a new best-selling author as of today.
Woohoo! What?
Shut up! Shut the front door. Yes, because of all of my friends and family, my book launched yesterday. Down Home Money: A Simple Approach to Financial Freedom, and we hit bestsellers list. So we were number one in wealth management and number one in finance. So that's really exciting. We were number 2 in real estate. So yesterday.
Is this on Amazon?
Yeah, and Amazon.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
And
so
she's worked hard. Yeah, you've worked
hard.
So explain your roles within KW.
Okay, sure. So I came to KW right at the beginning of 2011. And I came, Jim and Linda McKissick recruited me to come be the team leader in Denton, Texas. So I spent 3 years doing that. Then I became the OP in Denton, Texas. And then I became the regional director in Ohio Valley. I ran that region for 4.5 years. We were able to double the owner's profit and double profit share. So very proud of that accomplishment. And then in 2018, I decided to go chase my dreams. And my dream was to write a book, and I wanted to tell my story. And so I've spent the last 2 years working on that. I'm the OP of 3 offices: Columbus, Ohio, Classic Properties, Northern Kentucky, and then Denton, Texas. So, and then spent the rest of my time writing this. This has been a labor of love and passion, because it was the hardest thing I've ever done, to be really honest.
Doesn't she sound like Dolly Parton? What's amazing is that MYRA is the OP of the Market Center in Columbus, Ohio, OH, that I began my career with KW in.
That is kind of wild, isn't it?
Yeah. When did you become OP of that Market Center?
I've been the OP there 4.5 years.
Sorry, I'm posting a link to the book in the comments.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Thanks, Nick. He's worth something. So it is, so we must have met in 11 or 12 then, because
I think it was 11, because right there in 11.
Yeah. And you were so welcoming and so sweet. And then that was like forever. I was in love with you. So because of who you are. So people, I think you catch people by surprise in a lot of ways, like that you love building wealth. And it's always been a passion of yours.
Yeah.
And what your commercial buildings and your investments there, and your husband is a retired law enforcement officer.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, we started out, it started out very early in our marriage. I was a hairstylist and he was a policeman. And I got in major debt. My dad passed away. My dad had cancer, and I was going back and forth to Kentucky to be with my dad. And I got in major debt. And I just made a decision in my 20s that I was going to change that. And I did. It took me 13 years, we worked towards building a passive income stream so that we would no longer have to work. We could work because we wanted to work, not because we had to work. And that was always our goal. And I learned early on that money gives you options. And what happens is that a lot of times we start chasing success and more and more and more. And what happens is that you don't realize that you're giving up something when you're chasing more. And so I really got purposeful on why I was saving my money, and we were buying rental property. I built a $5,000 a month passive net income. So at 33, I sold my hair salon, and my husband retired from the police department. So, and then I spent 3 years traveling, having fun, living the dream, and I got bored and got my real estate license. And Lord have mercy, there's no freedom of time in real estate. Not if you want to really take it and run with it. So I got back on that treadmill of success. And I realized real quickly that, okay, I got to be really smart. And so I built a bigger passive income is what I did. And so today we're debt free, and we enjoy life. And but it's more, what I found is that, you know, we all feel like we need more, and it's really not. You got to get purposeful on how much you really need, and you'll be surprised, because people think money gives them happiness. Money does not give you happiness. I know a lot of really wealthy, unhappy people. And I coach people, and I know people that make $50,000 a year. They're some of the happiest people that I know.
Well, MYRA, I just got to say, I mean, I'm filthy rich and miserable.
Well, I need to help you out, Nick. We'll have that.
No, I'm kidding. But that's totally true. Like, you know, it's interesting. So, I mean, I make a good living. Don't get me wrong. But I had a coach once, and I'll never forget this. I'll never forget what she said to me one day, right? She said, Nick, like this: would you really be happy if you only made $250,000 a year for the rest of your life? And so that was I just felt that was so shallow, right? Would I be happy making like 10 times more than the average American salary? That's as if to say $250,000 a year is not a lot of money. And I just felt, I fired that coach after she said that to me, because I just felt like it was so narrow-minded, right? Like, would I be happy? Yeah, I'd be happy. That's a lot of money no matter how you slice it. But it doesn't equate to being happy at all, right? So I appreciate that you said that.
No, that is so true. And I mean, I watch people that are making $1 million a year, but when you spend $1.2 million, you're still at a negative. Okay. So here's the thing. What I have found is people start adjusting their consumerism and their spending habits based on what they make. And they really are all making the same. Here's the deal. That's right. I know people that make $50,000 a year.
Here's the deal.
They only spend 35. They're saving $15,000 a year. And then I know people that are making $1 million a year that are spending $1.2 million. So that's a negative number, any way you look at it. And that is, I think, more than anything, that's what's happening to our country. I think that I've gotten so into keeping up with the Kardashians. It used to be the Joneses, and now it's the Kardashians. And it just doesn't give you happiness. You know what? Money gives you options.
I just want to say that they are very hard to keep up with, just so you know.
Well, it is. Money can give you freedom, or it gives you an ability to say yes to something that you might not have been able to. It's not about accumulating wealth, because Gary talks about this a lot too, is there's a lot of realtors who make a lot of money. There's very few realtors that profit, right? So what the net profit, and you've always been very determined to look at the bottom line of no matter what you bring in, what you spend. There was a woman that I knew growing up, and she said, it doesn't matter if I make $100,000, I'm still left with $7. If I make $300,000, I'm still, because we buy nicer cars, we buy a bigger house, we just keep trying to move ahead, when Warren Buffett lives in the same house his whole life for a reason, right?
That's exactly right. And I think that if we complicate money really bad, we complicate money, and money is very simple. And that's what my book's about. And my book truly does break it down simply. I love that. You go, girl.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, down home money. My book breaks it down. And that's what a lot of people have said to me that have read it. They're like, oh my gosh, it really is simple. And it is, it's not easy, okay? But it's simple. And if we will learn to see our money differently and what our money, instead of purchasing stuff, it's build passive income streams, because it's not how much money you make. It's what you do with it, and are you buying assets that throw off a passive income? I have about 10 passive income streams. And I right now, it's funny, I have a YouTube channel, and Nick, I saw your YouTube channel, man. Go, because
I've made my first $1,000 in the first 90 days of being able to run ads.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
because
good for you, whatever.
YouTube is hard. YouTube is hard. Caryn,
Yeah.
you should do a YouTube channel, but I'm going to tell you, YouTube is kind of hard. It's hard to get it going because people can watch your videos. I just had a video that did over 2,000 views in the last week, and I got like 100 subscribers in the last week. And that's the first time I've had that kind of success. It's finally hitting the algorithms, but it's a grind. You got to keep doing it and be on a regular schedule. I mean, Nick, you have killed it. So congratulations, because it is not easy.
I'm going to send you a book that I read I'm going to send you a book about how to monetize your YouTube, what you need to do, how consistent you need to be, how you need to brand it. So I'm kind of following that model. But the thing with YouTube is you have to be consistent. 2-3 videos a week. You think about it, it's Google. So your content continuously has to be changing, right? Because Google loves fresh new stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's hard work, but I'm excited about it. And I want to talk about, when you talk about passive income in this book, because I haven't read it yet, but is it just about passive income rental properties, or is it kind of all encompassing?
Okay, so great question. Actually, I started in my 20s building a SEP, my simplified, employment pension. I started that in my 20s, and I put in the minimum, because I didn't have a lot of money. I'm cutting hair, so I was putting in $100 a month. How I started. And, Caryn's got the book. It shows how within 10 years, that $100 a month went to like $190. And then within 20 years, it went to over $1 million. And that's why I want to show people about compounding and how you can build a portfolio. Anybody can be a millionaire if they will have the discipline to give monthly contributions, because compounding, and our stock market's brought in about 8%. And with compounding, they can get wealthy. And so that is really what I teach. I have a great YouTube video that shows at what age you are and how much, if you'll put monthly, how you can get to be a millionaire status. And, it's not that you have to be a millionaire. It's just that $1 million is enough money for you to throw you off. If you did a 4% withdrawal a year, it would throw you off about $40,000 a year to live off of without having to work. And so that's kind of like the first goal. So yeah, my book goes through all of that. Right now, Nick, I'll tell you something. Right now, I'm building a dividend. There it is. I'm building a dividend investment portfolio. Okay, I've never done dividends, but I started in April. And I started with it in April because my first goal was $1,000 a month, right? So I was like, okay, I can do this. So I started buying stocks that pay dividends. I'm not looking at growth. I'm looking at dividends, high percentage of dividends. And I hit my goal. So it took me 6 months. And last quarter, I made over $3,000, like $3,013.33. Who's keeping up? So that's what I'm doing now. My next goal is $2,000 a month, and my YouTube channel, they're getting to follow me, and that's what's really gotten some traction. Is the dividend investor people are starting to, I've become buddies with a couple big YouTubers that are putting me out too and helping me. So it's excited. I'm having fun. As long as I'm having fun, I'm going to keep doing it. But when it's not fun, I won't do it anymore. And the same thing with YouTube. I'm in a place in my life that I want to enjoy everything I do. I'm on my second half of my life, and I am not going to do anything I don't enjoy. If I don't enjoy it, it's out.
I mean, obviously you have a lot of fun in everything you do, because this energy level is like constant since I've known you day one. So what do you do to relax?
Oh, I'm a big reader, and I walk 5 miles every morning. I walk 5 miles. So I get up. First thing I do is I roll out of bed.
You walk 5 miles? You walk 5 miles? How long is that?
An hour and a half. It takes an hour and a half.
Oh, wow. You must be, you're powerful. You're walking it out.
Girl, MYRA Oliver here. She power walking that.
You know what?
Don't you know, girl?
My grandmother, when she was younger, obviously in her like 60s or 70s, maybe, I don't know. She would walk around the block, and just do that.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm doing punches. I mean, I'm hitting it hard, and I'm sure my neighbors think I am a nutcase. Okay, I mean, they're all leaving to go to work, and there's this chick going.
They're like, "Quick, close the blinds!" It's MYRA Oliver walking around the block.
MYRA Oliver over here, girl. It's crazy.
Oh, she's walking around the block.
Are we gonna see MYRA Oliver?
I'm sure they think I'm a nutcase.
He's not who walks 5 miles in 90 minutes.
MYRA Oliver.
I do it. It's fun. It's you know what? And I read a lot. My biggest relaxation event is reading. I read 106 books last year.
What? My wife. My wife. She's on like 75 books so far since January.
I mean, I love it. It's like it is my thing, and I read really super fast. So I just love to read.
I think you do everything super fast.
Yeah, I do.
You know what she does really fast? Making money, making down home money really fast.
Money. So that's, I mean, I can't think of anything else I really do to relax. I'm not a big relaxer. That's not really fun for me.
Count your money.
Let me ask you this then, MYRA. What are you watching on Netflix right now?
I just watched, Caryn, I think you told me to watch that. What was the show I just watched about?
Emily in Paris?
No. I watched the one about Google and about
the social dilemma.
Yeah, just watch that.
Did you watch the Dolly Parton movie? Because you sound like her.
No, but I'm gonna watch that. I'm not a big TV person, y'all.
Well, that's why I was asking. You said you don't relax, so I figured if I asked you what you're watching on Netflix, there was definitely going to be an answer, because everybody watches something on Netflix once in a while.
Every now and then. Yeah, I'm just not a big TV watcher. I'm just I don't know. I've got things I want to do. I mean, I'm always doing something. I got projects going like crazy. You
need a TV show. You need I think that, no, and I'm saying this seriously, Down Home Money would be an amazing HGTV or Bravo show. Maybe Bravo, right? Because it's investing. But Down Home Money, Down Home Money, I can see her on Andy Cohen's show afterwards.
Yeah.
Down, you and Andy Cohen. Yeah, I would.
You can be my manager, Nick. You and Caryn can be my manager.
Okay, I'll be your manager too.
No, she just said Nick first.
No, she didn't.
She said my manager, Nick, and then she said
I knew her first.
You and Caryn.
I knew her first. Okay. So if we could get her on a show, and then we could show her like MYRA Oliver at home in Denton, Texas with her dog and her husband Rick, and then we could see her in Columbus, Ohio, hold that team leader accountable, and then we can see her like going and investing and looking at dividends and reinvestment, and then we're like, I own that commercial building. I own that commercial building. And then, I mean, we got this whole thing following the life of MYRA Oliver and killing it with Keller Williams and passive income.
I think it would be. I think first of all, that would be the #1 show on television, at least.
I might have
Down Home Money. How do you not watch a show called Down Home Money?
Down Home Money, baby.
Down home, my girl. All right, what does your morning look like? You walk 5 miles, and then what do you do? Like 100 burpees? Like, what do you do?
No, because I'm not an exercise person. I hate exercise.
Wait a second.
No.
You just said I walk 5 miles a day.
Yeah, but that's not really exercise. That's just getting your blood going. I'm just opening up my blood. And so
if that's your superpower, that's not exercise.
Yeah, that's not exercise. And so, I've never had an exercise plan, but I went to SEAL Fit. We took the leadership team, all the OPs and team leaders, we took them to SEAL Fit in San Diego. And I really learned how your mind.
Did you say SEAL? SEAL?
Seal, S-E-A-L.
SEAL fit.
Seal fit, girl. So Mark Devine, Seal Fit. And so we went to there and we were carrying those big old logs on our shoulders. They were getting us up in the middle of the night and taking us to the beach and putting us in the water. We're about to freeze and we're all linked arms. I mean, it was crazy. But I took away from that because here I show up and I don't work out. Everybody else worked out. And I was like, oh, I'm in trouble. But your mind is so powerful. I just kept telling myself, you got this, you got this. And I would just work, I just kind of forged through it. And it really made me realize just how much your mind is so powerful as far as getting you what you want. And you know, I mean, because all of them had worked out and prepared. Linda McKissick was like, oh God, you're going to die. And she goes, you need to be working out. And I was like, nah, I got this, girl. I got this, you know. And so I did not work out. And I'm going to tell you, it was tough. But I just kept saying to myself, okay, I got this. Yes, girl. I just kept on, pushing through. But so I don't like working out, but I do love walking. So I can do some walking. You know, that's it. So there's my morning. Then I check my emails. And then I try not to, I mean, I have a lot of freedom now, and freedom is what gives me joy. And what I found is I don't really want this heavy schedule anymore. I remember when I was running the region, I spent 4.5 years every other week traveling.
That's right.
And it was crazy. And I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want anybody controlling my calendar anymore. I only want to do the things I want to do. And I've had several people reaching out about podcasts and about stuff. And I'm going to do it with the people I love, the people that I want to be with.
You can be on mine. The messy
I will be on yours, girl. I just want to enjoy the moment. And I don't want to get caught up in, because this is not a money-making project for me. It's like I coach for free. I don't charge, because here's my deal. I don't want a job, just over broke. I don't want a job. I want a passion. I want to work in my passion and do it that way. So that's where I'm at.
Okay, so
I have a question.
Are you back? Are you with us? Are you with us?
I'm sorry. My wife and Levi aren't here, and I was watching my 5-year-old, and the babysitter just got here, so I was actually being a good parent. But thanks, Caryn.
Good job. Good job.
And I muted myself, and I needed to get the dog from jumping on the babysitter. Okay. I was going to ask you something. Oh, okay. So we didn't talk about this. So what are your different streams of income?
Sure. I have I just sold 8 units. So I'm down to about 25 residential real estate. They could be duplexes, fourplexes, and houses. I have a commercial building that I bought in Northern Kentucky for my Keller Williams office, and I totally gutted it and turned it into a state-of-the-art Keller Williams office. I mean, it's pretty doggone fabulous. It's very industrial, modern. It took me 1.5 years to design it and to do it. So I have that. And then I have, oh my gosh, I have lots of stock. Then I have my 3 Keller Williams offices. And then I just have some other different things going that I'm a minority partner in.
Profit share? Profit share.
Oh, of course, profit share. Absolutely. Profit share. I mean, I can't, I've got several. If I had them in front of me, I could tell you exactly.
Well, tell me about the stock. Listen, I've never invested in stock, right? But I'm curious because I want to start. Like, what advice do you have for me to get started? What's a hot stock right now that can make me some money?
Okay, I'm going to get you started, but we're going to do long term, Nick. We're not going to do short term. So
I'm all down for it.
I need you to make a commitment to about 10 years, and I need you to do a monthly investment, and you're going to put it in a SEP plan because
I have a SEP.
Perfect. You don't pay taxes on it, and you'll be able to do as much as up to $57,000 for the year. So here's the deal. You need to open you a Vanguard account. They are the least.
That's what I have.
Go girl, their fees are the least, they're the cheapest, okay? So you go open your Vanguard account, and then you're gonna start making monthly contributions, and here's what you're gonna put it in. You're gonna put it in an index fund, and here's why. If you do an index fund, you got several different kinds of index funds. One is an S&P 500, so you're gonna have the 500 stocks. So like, let's say Apple does good today, but ExxonMobil or whatever. I mean, Exxon's not even in there anymore. So what if, I don't know, I was going to say Berkshire Hathaway. So what if Berkshire Hathaway doesn't do well, right? So it levels out. So you don't have the volatile. You're not volatile like you are when you buy an individual stock. I mean, there are some days that Google goes down $90 in one day. So it's very volatile and it's scary per share. So if you own an index fund, you're protecting your assets, okay? So there's one with Vanguard that I absolutely love, and it is VTSAX. So write that down, VTSAX, and that is the total stock market. So you are going to be the total stock market index fund. And that is fantastic. Right now, I want to say it's in the 80 range. It's been, right now, the stock market's been going down. So it's kind of gone down. It's a perfect time to buy it.
That's a good time, yeah.
Yeah, another one that I like that trades daily, so you can watch it go, because it's done. It's an ETF, and that is a VTI. Is the ticker is VTI? Same thing, index fund, but it's an ETF. Exchange traded fund. So every day you're watching on the market go up and down. And so I think that if you would do that, and you would do, how old are you? Sorry to ask, but
that's okay. How old do I look?
I was going to say 30.
I love you.
Oh,
I love you.
Please.
I'm 41.
I love it. Okay, so 41, you're going to need to do about, hang on just a second, I'll tell you exactly.
Who knew?
Who knew that I looked 30?
No, who knew? No, who knew that we were going to get like free financial investment advice today?
This is what you have to invest a month at these ages in order to get to $1 million within about 30 years.
Well, you said $1 million in 30 years?
Yep.
MYRA's connection. There we go. So hold on. So I have to invest
$780 a month.
Well,
now,
wait. Oh, I was looking at the wrong side. That's not that bad. That's actually $780 a month. That's actually very good. That's less than.
So we'll do that and put it in an index fund. Honestly,
hold that up. I gotta look at the next age range. Hold that up again. I gotta go a little bit.
I don't think we have an age range for Caryn on there. Does it go any higher?
No, sorry, Caryn.
Oh, Caryn, at 55. At 55 is the highest it goes, Caryn.
20 years old. If we
there we have Caryn. We have Caryn at 20. Wait, can I invest? Can I invest what I look, how old I look, or does that have to be my actual age?
Well, no, I need you to go actual or higher. Act like you're 50 and you can retire really
higher.
Quick.
Actual higher.
You need to go higher. But the thing is that you guys look at this. A 20-year-old, if they would put $95, it's ridiculously low. But here's why our world, 70% of our population is living paycheck to paycheck, you guys. 80% can't even find $1,000 of those. 80% of those can't even come up with $1,000 in an emergency. We've got to change our world, how we see money. But I guarantee you those same people are going to dinner. And here's what's really sad is that, minimum wage, let's say you make $10 an hour, which is higher than minimum wage. But when you go to dinner and you spend $25, you just work 2.5 hours for that dinner. We got to get purposeful and judge things by how much money it costs. But we're in a society now that we don't do that. We go to Neiman Marcus, or we go wherever and we spend $300 on a dress that you had to work 3 days to buy. It's
MYRA.
just, it's crazy.
I have a great comparison, and everyone uses this comparison, but I think it's timely no matter what. You go to Starbucks, it's $5 for a latte. So a lot of these 20-year-olds go to Starbucks every day, 30 days a month. That's $150 a month that you're donating to Starbucks.
That's exactly right. Think about all the 30-year-olds that we all know right now in our real estate business. The 30-year-olds, if they would just take $270 a month, throw it into Vanguard, have it pulled out of your bank account every month, a direct, and have it go to VTSAX, so they'd have the total stock market. It's an index fund. They could change the trajectory of their life. Will they do it? I don't know, but I'm
going to do it. $780 a month. I'm going to do it. Can we connect afterwards?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'd love to.
Nick, you should have her on Lab Coats or something and do an
interview. Oh, yeah. You want to be on Lab Coat Agents? We'll do a webinar.
The more people that I can help, my title now is Difference Maker. That's who I am. And the more people that I can help see their money differently, then I'm good. That's what gives me joy.
Well, you give me joy every day. You're amazing. MYRA, thanks for being on today. The timing was perfect.
I love it, MYRA. And because, listen, and by the way, even everyone's going through hard times right now, right? And it's suggested that at 40 or 50, you donate a certain amount of money every month. You don't have to do that right up front. Like, do what you can, right? And then as you get back on your feet, then increase it. So like if you're 40 and you can only afford to do $95 a month right now, then do it.
$95. Yeah. You're absolutely right. I mean, honestly, if you can just get the behavior started, It gets easier and easier. I mean, honestly, when I go to buy something, I always ask myself, is this a want or is this a need? Because I know my money can do big things and I don't want to blow my money on stuff. I would much rather my money make a difference. And that's where you start seeing things differently.
Julie Youngblood said something great in the comments. She's like, have you ever put your coffee expense into a compounding interest spreadsheet and then cry?
No, Julie, it's my only one this week. My only one.
Well, that's why I order these double shots from Amazon. They're $3 a box for 4 of them. And that's such a, like, if I'm going to have my Starbucks, I'm going to drink it for $1.50, right? So
where there's a will, there's a way, and we can all find ways to save money. I'm not telling you to go crazy. I'm just telling you, figure out where you can save on and put that money in a place where it can grow and compound, because compounding is like unbelievable what happens. I mean, and in my book, it shows the graph of my own personal Vanguard account and what happened. And I did that on purpose because I think it's important that you see it. Order the book. It's 99 cents on Kindle all week this week. And I did that on
I'm going to go right now. I don't. My wife has a Kindle, but I need a physical.
You can get the app. You can get the app. It's free.
I don't like to read. I like to have books in my hand.
It is. So I'm going to send you a book, Nick. So you email me your address.
Are you going to send me a book?
I'll send it to you.
Are you going to sign it for me?
Yes, of course.
Okay, I'm going to email you after. You're awesome.
You signed my book? You did.
I signed your book. Yeah. I wrote you a letter, didn't I?
Well, doesn't everybody need a MYRA Oliver follow around all day to say, don't buy that, buy this, go this? Girl, where could you put that money? Girl, where could you put that money?
Is that a down home money? Is that a down home money sweatshirt?
Yes, of course.
That's some swag right there.
That's
by the way,
this bag. I mean,
if you feel inclined to throw in a shirt.
Of course. You know what?
You don't have to, but
if you got to wear them, absolutely.
I'll send you a Command Your Morning shirt.
You got it.
Jesse Cute as a Button Newquist.
Jesse Newquist made this.
I know.
Where's later? I'm her OP.
I know. I love Jesse. You and Jesse. First of all,
can you imagine?
Jesse is you. Jesse is you. Like, you know, I can see you.
She's me 20 years ago. You can say it, Nick. It's okay.
No, I don't want to say
I'm
that.
very comfortable with my age and where I'm at. I love
I don't
it.
want to do 2 age jokes in one. The first one's funny. The second one's mean. But
Bring it.
what I was going to say was Jesse is, you guys make a great team. And when we do this TV show, it's going to be the both of you.
Oh God, I can't wait. I can't wait. They will take anybody down.
I love it. You guys are the best. What a great way to start your morning. Hey, head over to YouTube, subscribe, give me a thumbs up.
Go type in MYRA Oliver in YouTube. Go buy the book, make some money, get rich.
Here we go.
See ya. Thank you.